Okay, guys, welcome back to the session again. And today we are going to create the service layer project where you could see. Um, so we created a data access layer and then a model. Now we are planning to create a service project where we want to write all the logic into the service project. This is also another class library project. Go to and the Visual C Sharp and then class library .NET framework and type with server info dot service. Okay, and then click on OK. So now you get the classes where you could see. And then now you can add the class server service .cs file, and then make it as a public. And we want to create for a bit of a second. So right now we are creating all the services. So in order to expose these services into the web API, I want suggest to create a interfaces so that you don't need to expose the whole methods from the service class. So now what I will do is in the right click and add a new folder, which is interface, and then creating add one of the interface item. So which is, this is an interface, this is a class. So select the interface and then give the iServer, since this is a server class. So this is the, make it as a public, and then the server. What you need is, so basically if anytime we are creating the servers, so basically what we do, like creating the server, updating the server, deleting the server, and get the server. So in order to get a list of server details, all you need is creating the list. It's a list of server model. Server model is something that we created a model here. So basically we are getting the data into this server model from the database. So we need a list of values, since whenever the users will create a list of the servers, so you want to return all the list of servers. So since you need a reference for this server model, which is not isn't part of this project, so what you have to do is you need to reference this model, go to the references and add the reference, and then go to the recent or projects. Since it is in a projects tab, so it will give you all the list of your project solutions and the DLLs. So you need a model. Sorry. And also you might need a data access layer also. Select both of them. So then you could see both here. Since it is a naming with the server info on the project name, so the DLLs will create like that, so that you easily identify what are the system ones and your project DLLs. So now you can select here and then control dot. It gives you what is the suggested reference, which is the server info dot model, the one that we added right now, and get servers. So that way it will return the list of all servers. Then if you need a server based on the ID, so you can create even single server details, server model, and get server, by ID. So int server ID or return server object, selected server object. And now we want to create a server. You can create a server and then return the value with either success or failure by using the integer values. Int create server. But while passing the method, you're usually passing the input as an input details like all the server information, server host name, IP address, and all the details. Like if you go to the server model, you need all this information by creating the record. So basically what you have to do is you need a server model by passing here with the server model with the server object, so that this object has all the properties which are available here in this properties. So now let's creating new server and then update the server. Even this one you can use either integer or the server model, whatever the newly created server model. Anyway, anything is okay. That's up to you. Like if you want to display the newly updated server information, you can return the server model object. So all you need is here integer server ID, since you need only the ID is required. You don't need I think no, because you have to pass the server object, so that server ID and the object also, so that whatever the updated data that it will pass it here. Updating existing server info. Then if you want to delete the server, you can make it as a delete server int server ID. You don't need to pass any server objects. So this will cover the basic 5 steps where you want to get list of servers, a single cell server, and then creating the server, updating the server, and delete server. So now if you go to the server service, or you can go here and then click on here. You don't need this class one, you can remove it. So now you created the interface, and then going here, then you can inheritance the interface, so that you will get all the interface methods here by click on the control dot iService, then control dot. It looks like you have to rebuild the project. So now you can select the control dot. At this moment, since this is, it should not be a public, I guess. I think this is public interface. For some reason this is not coming. Server info. Take this namespace and adding it here. Let's 1 second. Okay, so I'm back, and then I think it is this is second.